Chapter 2. I just don't know why the hell she decided that I was her ticket out, Katya huffed, taking a long draw from her cigarette. You mean besides the fact that you're a hot piece of ass? Katya nearly choked as she turned to face her companion incredulously. When she had met Anton, she had never anticipated this sickly thin kid would even make it to the end of the year, let alone be on her stoop bumming cigarettes and giving her more sass than any person should be capable of. I'm just saying. Anton took another draw from their cigarette, taking a long, slow exhale. Maybe she thinks you're cute. Really? That's the first thought running through your head? Katya shook her head, feigning disgust. I'm more concerned about if she's going to try to murder me in my sleep. Really? You're worried about that little thing? Anton motioned toward the bedroom, where Isabel was miraculously getting the best sleep of her life. Katya spared a second to think of the beautiful young woman's head resting against her pillows, her hair most likely splayed out in a halo around her. Eartha Katya! Anton snapped their fingers at Katya's faraway glance. Sorry, Katya shook her head, trying desperately to hide the blush rising in her cheeks. Just thinking about how to get her out of my apartment ASAP. She's a liability. Katya cleared her throat and sat up straight. Anton clicked their tongue and shook their head, staring off at the triple sunrise in the distance. Katya distracted herself with the burning embers at the end of her cigarette. She paused, the nagging feeling of something she was trying her damnedest to repress bubbling to the surface. And? Yeah? Do you ever think about leaving this place? Leaving, Ciro? Katya couldn't help but notice the pregnant pause after her question, as Anton took another long drag of their cigarette. Yeah, a lot, Anton shrugged, still gazing at the sunrise. I think about when we were kids, saving up every last penny to get our tickets to Angkor, but we never did, Katya, remember? Anton threw a pitied glance in her direction. Yeah, no, I know, Katya stumbled over her words. I just, if we ever did have the money, do you think maybe you would go? To Angkor, I mean, Katya asked, twirling the cigarette absently between her fingers as she fixed her gaze directly ahead, carefully avoiding Anton's. Kat, what the hell are you talking about? Anton turned completely to face her. Should I be worried? Are you in over your head or something? No, yes, I mean, Katya paused, drawing in a stabilizing breath. If theoretically someone had a job in mind that could finally get the two of us out of Ciro, would you be interested? Well, Anton sucked in a breath and faced the sunrise lazily again. If someone were to theoretically have some liberate our asses job, then maybe I'd consider it if... They paused dramatically, lifting a finger to the sky. This job had no major risks attached, but I know that no such jobs exist, so they huffed, puffing their cigarette. Okay, but if someone had found, say, a major mafia player's daughter in an alleyway and she practically begged them to let her spill the beans on the family, then... I would say you've lost your absolute mind, Anton scoffed, frozen in place. Kat, please tell me that's not a mafia boss's daughter blowing snot bubbles all over your pillow. I would like to tell you that, Katya started, but was quickly interrupted by Anton shooting out of their chair. Katya! Anton hissed, throwing their hands out. What the actual fuck are you doing? We need to get her out of there ASAP. Yesterday, for fuck's sake. Anton seethed, immediately scanning the room for an escape plan. Anton, please, Katya shouted back, standing up to meet them. Just hear me out. I think she's telling the truth. I swear. Remember the last time you swore the girl you brought home was innocent? Anton paced nervously. And what did she do? Stole my Stole your damn kidney, Anton hissed loudly. And she was just some girl off the street. This is a mafia boss's kid, for fuck's sake. And I know you're mad. Mad doesn't begin to cover it, Anton snapped back. Okay, Katya shrugged cautiously. I know you're uber mad right now, but I need you to hear me out, Katya warned, putting her hands up defensively. Anton rolled their eyes, but stayed silent. I found her on the street, bawling her damn eyes out. She wanted me to hit her with my bike. Completely normal behavior, Anton scoffed. Aunt, she needs our help. She wants revenge. Big time. I can see it in her eyes. She's got the hunger. Anton shifted nervously from side to side. Plus, Katya softened, there's a huge payout waiting for you. You know it. You gotta trust me, Aunt. Anton grumbled under their breath, fixing their attention on the dull cigarette burning in their fingers. They couldn't deny that Katya's instinct for these types of things were typically pretty killer, unless it came to a pretty girl. But this was bigger than that, and Anton could feel it too. Fine, Anton huffed begrudgingly. What's the plan here? I say first things first, we get her story when she wakes up. The whole story. Katya sat back down on the stoop. You're telling me you don't want to wake her up just to see her sleepy eyes? Anton jabbed with a half-hearted imitation. Shut up, Katya rolled her eyes.